guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The power that Goku was releasing would leave everyone present surprised, since none of them had understood that Son Goku's power had shot up in that way. So at the end of increasing his power, he would begin to walk towards the god, which on this occasion, after millions of years, he felt like his body was asking him to flee the battlefield. That's right, his instincts were not able to stay in front of that powerful warrior. What the hell have you done? Since I doubt your power is capable of making me tremble, it must be a technique of yours that affects a warrior's mastery. I haven't used my technique yet. If you feel afraid, it's because you don't possess the power to face me, since you're a worm. The powerful, annoying god pounced against Goku, but to everyone's surprise, Goku, with a single moment, was able to dodge each of his punches. So he would connect a big kick at first glance. It looked like a normal kick, but it had made him crash into the planet, causing a huge mess all over the place. You can't fool me. I'm sure that wasn't a simple kick since the power he possessed. I'm sure he has the power to destroy half the universe. The god, after millions of years, had expelled blood from his body, which would make him much angrier. Pouncing against Goku, meanwhile in the Kingdom of the Whole, Daishinkan was a little thoughtful, not knowing what had happened. It would be better to go to Universe 7, as I can feel the two great powers are clashing, but one of them is very familiar to me. Daishinkan would quickly arrive in Universe 7, taking Whis aside, but before Whis was able to do anything, Daishinkan was stunned to realize who Goku was up against. This is impossible. If he's Bastard, the Assassin God, one of the 6 Renegade Super Gods, Whis, how has Bastard been able to be in this universe? Father, I don't really know how you've been able to come back, since you have only arrived with the intention of ending the life of Mr. Beerus. Understand, but if Bastard's come back to life, that means the rest of the Renegade Gods should have come back to life in the same way. But they would be taken out of their thoughts, realizing how Goku would fall to the ground with a great power, creating a big crater all over the place. Kakarot, I believe you're defeated. I'm sure you have a lot more to prove. I trust you, Kakarot. A large silver and blue colored light would expand from the center crater, while the power increased again. That's right, his power seemed to possess no limits. Thanks for your words, Vegeta, but this pathetic god doesn't have the power to defeat me. Goku, as if it were a flash, had even disappeared for everyone's view, with the exception of Daishinkan. The speed of which Mr. Goku moves is incredible. I can't believe he has achieved all that power in such a short period of time. He really is the chosen one for the position of the Omnipotent Angel, the power that I could never master. Goku, on this occasion, like a true sadist, would begin to destroy each of his bones, as well as the veins through which he transported the energy. That's right, after a few minutes, Bastard, one of the most powerful gods among the 18 universes, was on the ground as if he were a simple child, because each of his energy veins had been completely destroyed. Even on this occasion, even a mortal with some knowledge in battle would be able to defeat him. Damn, it ends my life. I can't stand the fact that I've lost all my power. This can't be happening to me, damn it. You're not in position to decide what we'll do with you, but my teacher has several questions to ask you, so after answering, I can even think about giving you back your power. Bastard, with hopes that his power would be returned, would prostrate himself towards Daishinkan. Mighty Daishinkan-sama, I'm sorry if I've been disrespectful in coming into this universe, but you can ask me any question, and I promise to answer with all sincerity. Only you have come back to life, or did the 5 remaining gods come back too? All of us have come back to life, Daishinkan-sama. I understand. When did they come back to life? Is it recent? Hypothetically clear that it is recent, but we're talking about 8 months or so in which we've come back to life. Instantly, Whis would remember Android 17's wish, which was for each of the universes eliminated by Zeno-sama to come back to life, so he would tell his father quickly. What was the wish that was made all the universes come back, damn? Last question. Why, if they have come back to life 8 months ago, you just make an appearance? We're getting all our powers back in full, but I wanted to have some fun with the useless Beerus, like in the old days. Goku would begin to approach Bastard, who had hoped that his power would be returned, since he had collaborated in everything that Goku had asked him. But he was surprised to realize how Goku's hand was completely pointing at him. I appreciate your collaboration.
and right now I plan to leave your power and your very existence completely destroyed. That's right, and I'll send you to the other world. The god, before being able to say anything, would be evaporated by all the incredible attack of Goku. Beerus, instead of maintaining respect for Goku, would start to have an incredible terror, since even Whis had been defeated, while Goku seemed that he had not taken the slightest difficulty. Goku, how have you been able to get all that power? Mr. Beerus, don't worry. I'm the same as always. And answering your question, I've been training with Daishinkan all this time. Beerus, along with Whis, were surprised, as it was the first time in all existence in which Daishinkan trained a mortal. This is very bad news, so Beerus and Whis, train, and likewise train your most powerful warriors, as this will be a real warrior. I will inform all the other gods and angels. Daishinkan, along with Goku, had left for the Kingdom of the Whole, which at the time of arrival, Daishinkan would begin to expand the communication to each of the divinities of the 12 universes. Meanwhile, in the 6 exiled universes, the most powerful god Kaii had opened his eyes after 8 months, in which he had been able to recover his power in its entirety, even increasing it in an incredible way. I've finally been able to recover my authentic power. In fact, I was even able to get much more power. For that reason, even Daishinkan was afraid of my power. Everything around him was being destroyed, because after millions of years without expelling any of his power, he was not able to keep under control. So he realized all the destruction in his universe, he was able to decrease a large part of all his power. But he was surprised to feel the power of only 4 of his other companions. This missing power is that of Baster's unit. That impatient bastard can never stay still. I just hope he didn't seek trouble with any god. But a large dark-colored energy sphere would prostrate in front of Kaii, was a last bit of divine soul, which Baster was able to collect to inform his other companions. My brother, I ask for an apology. I've not been able to follow your instructions and I've lost my life in Universe 7. Kaii was surprised, but he would wonder who was the warrior in being able to defeat the super god, since even the angels weren't able to face them. Please take care of a Saiyan. As to the god and the angel, I was able to beat them, but a Saiyan that even reached the Ultra Instinct, I crushed in its entirety. The Divine Soul would end, so at that time, Baster would be eliminated in his entirety, as the Divine Soul was a small essence of his true self. Damn it! Saiyan's able to compare with our power must be a joke. We have to prepare for everything that's coming. Kaii would begin to move through each of the universes of his companions, realizing that everything's under control. Meanwhile, in the realm of the whole, Daishinkan was very distressed, which would attract the attention of Goku. Master, why are you so worried? I've been able to overcome that god without any difficulty, and his power is much greater than mine. Son Goku, really none of the gods are a problem. Even Kaii, whose power seems to have no limits. What's really dangerous is what is hidden in the confines of the 18 universes. But before both of them are able to continue talking, a great portal would be created in the Kingdom of Everything. That's right, it was Black Goku, who'd been able to find the Room of Typo, containing incredible results in a short period of time. But if you're Black, how the hell are you still alive? If Zeno-sama ended your existence, don't tell me that the future was also affected by the desire. I don't know what I wish you mean, but I just know that I've come back to life. And this time, I'm planning to end your miserable life, so get ready! Black had transformed into Super Saiyan Rose Phase 3. The power he released was amazing, so much so that his power was compared to the power of a guardian angel. But for Goku, it was not an amazing power. So instantly, both began to exchange thousands of blows. All over the Kingdom of the Whole, Goku was able to dominate Black completely. So Goku, with one big blow, was able to make him fall to the ground. What the hell is that transformation? Feels like your fists look like steel. Did you forget what Vegeta said? It doesn't matter that you've been able to steal my body. You're never able to get 100% of my full potential. For your information, there's something that you're completely wrong about. Because no matter what happens, if you spend so many years with this body, you make it yours. And I trained in the Room of Time. Black at the moment would begin to expel an amazing heat from his entire body, so with a big scream he was able to access the perfect Ultra Instinct, leaving everyone present surprised. So really, Son Goku's body is special, since he's been able to reach the Ultra Instinct again, a state that most gods aspire to, but are not able to achieve. From all over the place, it could be observed as a great white light with pink. It rose all over the battlefield. And instantly, you could observe Black Goku in the perfect Ultra Instinct. So, at the moment, both Saiyans would begin to exchange millions of blows, having a very even battle on the other hand. In the 6 universes, Kaii had realized that the only casualty had been Blaster. Damn, it happens to be him to being rushed. But we can't do anything anymore. We just have to prepare. But in front of Kaii, a beautiful woman would appear. That's right, a woman with red hair, and her power was amazing. Kaii, I don't know what you're waiting for, but I want to rip the head off the stupid one from the kingdom completely, since he's eliminated us as if we were mere garbage, and after millions of years he brings us to life. I understand how you feel, Cyrus, but I want you to stay calm. Since Blaster had been annihilated, we don't know that Guerrero was able to achieve such a feat. I can't believe that Stress scared by the death of Blaster. You better than anyone know that that miserable good-for-nothing is not able to compare with our powers. I know, Cyrus, but despite that, it's amazing that an ordinary being was able to defeat him. So stand down and wait for my order. Cyrus would leave for her universe, returning to the battlefield. She seemed to be very even. However, as she progressed, Goku would begin to take the advantage because Black Goku's body was suffering all the damage for activating the Ultra Instinct for the first time, which Goku would take advantage of without wasting time, starting to give a shower of blows, then charging a great attack. With this attack, there will be no ashes left of you, so I hope you're ready to die. Goku would throw his powerful attack, but to Black's surprise, he was able to survive, but his body was completely destroyed. But to his fortune, he'd been able to reach Universe 18 because Goku's powerful attack had created a 3-dimensional hole, so Kaii would notice a very tiny key going quickly. This warrior seems to be powerful, but a much stronger warrior's been able to leave him in this state, and I'm sure he'll be a great support. Kaii would release a little of his power, intending to heal every one of Black's wounds. Kaii, with his great spiritual power, was able to get Black to recover completely. However, despite having recovered each of his wounds, his brain would have suffered a great trauma due to the authentic power of Son-goku. So he had not been able to wake up Kaii, who would leave together with Black to Universe 18, in which, as soon as he arrived, he would begin to meditate and analyze the entire situation. This is very strange. Millions of years ago, there was no such powerful warriors. The power of this warrior is capable of defeating an angel, but for him to have been left in these conditions, it means that his opponent must have been a beast. Meanwhile, in Universe 15, a beautiful goddess, the beautiful goddess Xeris, was very impatient as she longed for destruction. But equally, his instinct did not allow him to move freely, knowing that Blaster had been annihilated. Damn, I'm not afraid of Kaii's power, but a warrior who's on the outside despite not realizing it is able to make my whole body completely shake. Returning to the Kingdom of the Whole, Goku had returned to his base state, so he was meditating on top of a mountain. That's right, Goku had been able to unlock a new power since there were few warriors who could increase their power thanks to meditation, and the few who were able to do so were able to rise above all other warriors, since they do not need battles to the death to rise much more. I'm surprised by the power that Mr. Goku has achieved in this short period of time. I'm not able to assimilate it. He'd be the most powerful omnipotent angel in all existence. At the moment, an incredible pressure would fall all over the Kingdom of the Whole. That pressure was not even able to make Zeno-sama leave in panic, since the power that was released did not lose with the power of a King of the Whole. Who is the being that exudes all that power? I can't believe that I'm capable of making every one of my limbs shake. But I was surprised to realize, as of Goku's body, an incredible power was overflowing, even being so much that a galaxy had been created under him. But his impressive glowed much more when he realized how the top of everything, a sphere of energy, the size of the sun, was approaching. Is that Son Goku's attack? Or are we under enemy attack? But the whole place would become chaos, realizing how Goku released more power and would observe that attack with great determination. It's time! I've meditated long enough, so come to me, power of all the 12 universes, and help me elevate much more. The great sphere of energy was beginning to enter Goku's entire body. That's right, the power of the 12 universes was beginning to enter each of his energy veins. But due to this, his muscles had grown exponentially, so he wasn't able to move freely, much less be able to fight. Mr. Goku, the power you possess is amazing, but please stop. With that excess energy, your body will explode into 1,000 pieces. Dude, I'm glad that you want to strive every day, and that you try to be the most powerful warrior in all the universes, but I don't want you to die. Don't worry, today will not be the day of my death, as I am prepared for this and more. I possess the power of a warrior race. I know that my body is able to withstand it. Goku would continue with the absorption of all that great power. This time, even all that power could be felt by the 18 universes, which would make four Renegade Super Gods panic, while their leader would put a very serious look. I'm sure that the warrior who's releasing all that power has been the same one who ended Blaster's life, and left this warrior in terrible conditions. While the other gods were not able to stand on their own, so their angels had to create energy barriers so that pressure would not be able to end their lives. This is amazing! Mr. Goku, despite being millions of kilometers away, is able to emanate this great pressure as if he were in front of us. I can't believe that power of Goku's. Since when has he been able to become so powerful? Damn insect, but this only gives me more determination to become a much more powerful being. So I hope you're prepared, you miserable insect, since the Prince of the Saiyans doesn't intend to stay behind you. Vegeta at a great speed had headed towards Whis and Beerus, which both were a little surprised since Vegeta was able to move with that great pressure. Mr. Vegeta, doesn't your body hurt because of the great pressure that Mr. Goku releases? Of course it hurts, Whis. I feel like every one of my bones are completely destroyed, but it doesn't matter, because if that useless Kakarot's able to reach those limits, I'm sure I'm able to do the same. Do you want me to train you even though this great pressure is affecting this whole planet? That's right, Whis. I want you to train me, as I don't want to stay behind that bug. You've surprised me, Mr. Vegeta, but of course we will. Don't worry, we will start this new training now. I also want to train. I don't want another trash to be able to overcome my power. I'm the god of destruction. But although Beerus was unshakable, his power was not able to support him, because the moment Whis stopped providing energy barrier, Beerus would fall to the ground, very badly injured and on the verge of death by this simple pressure. Damn, I can't believe that the mighty god of destruction is humiliated in this disgusting way. Vegeta would approach Beerus, but Beerus instantly felt his whole body completely relieved. Looking up, observing how Vegeta had given him a little of his energy to be able to move. Beerus, we're warriors. We have to do our best. I'm counting on you, because I'm sure that with the desire of Android 17, much more warriors would return to life. And Vegeta was right, because one of the main reasons why Daishinkan was very nervous was for the awakening of a warrior who was sleeping in Universe 16. But even if they finished with the body of that warrior, his essence was watered by the 6 most powerful universes, that is, from Universe 16 to Universe 18. For that reason, Zeno-sama had made the decision to exterminate the 6 universes, but with the desire of the android, they feared that his imposing warrior had risen in the same way. Sonngoku is about to control himself. We'll be able to do Ascension Ritual to the Omnipotent Angel, because although 2 days have passed, Sonngoku continues to release more power. That's right, Sonngoku continued with the expulsion of all his power, so after 20 more hours, it would be observed how the energy was concentrated in one place. While it became much smaller, that's right, Goku had been able to control 100% of the power of the 12 universes. But so, with that speed was not compromised, he was able to even evolve because, instantly, a Goku with long hair would be observed. While this power, despite being at rest, was able to bend any warrior. Sonngoku, is that really you? The power you've gotten is amazing. I'm not able to assimilate it. I don't know if I'll be able to defeat you, even if I use my maximum power. The power of my friend Goku's grown in an incredible way. He'll be the most powerful omnipotent angel of all existing. Of course it's me, Daishinkan. I'd like to try my new power with you, Daishinkan. How about we have a training battle like in the old days? That'd be great for me, to stretch my muscles a bit, so I agree. Goku would start walking towards Daishinkan until they were face to face. So instantly, as if there were a few flashes, both began to exchange millions of blows all over the place. Their speed was so much that this time, even an angel would not be able to observe absolutely anything. Zeno-sama was fascinated with the battle as he was witnessing, since the great last battle was the tournament of power. Goku had been able to connect a powerful blow, being able to send him to an inhospitable planet, destroying it for the power of impact. Apparently my power has grown in a great way. I'm sorry if I've hurt you. Daishinkan was starting to recover from that blow, but he was surprised to notice how large amounts of blood were spreading all over his body, which had left him surprised. I can't believe the power Mr. Goku's been able to get. Even a single one of his punches has been able to make me bleed. Daishinkan would recover completely, so he had thrown himself again against Goku. However, Daishinkan, having much more experience in combat, would begin to defeat Goku with this simple defense. Since every time Goku attacked him, Daishinkan was able to inject tiny portions of his ki. So Goku's speed would begin to decrease considerably, which Daishinkan would take advantage of. Meanwhile, in Universe 18, Kaii was trying to observe that great battle with the Sphere of Energy. However, he wasn't able to achieve because the magnetic field of both energies did not allow the crystal sphere to withstand such pressure. Apparently, that warrior is able to stay in an even battle with the High Priest. This must be impossible. Since he's a mere mortal, this can't be happening. But of all the place, Black would release all his power, but this time something very different would happen. Because at the moment, Black would begin to suffer great transformation. While his power grew non-stop, Kaii would be surprised by the release of power of that warrior. But Black, being a divine being, was able to dominate the state of the Ozaru. That's right, in his training, Black had been able to recover the tail of Goku's body. But Kaii's power was the trigger for him to be able to access that state, which is why Black was able to master his Beast state by being able to access the Super Saiyan Phase 4 roads. But the power he gave off was complete madness, which even left Kaii amazed. The power this warrior unleashes is amazing. Can't believe he was able to defeat that warrior who's really very dangerous. But what happened to me? I was defeated by that damn monkey. How is it possible that he's in this place? Have I died? But Black would also feel an amazing pressure on his back, so he would turn quickly. That's right, Kaii, he would release his pressure in case that warrior tried to attack him. But Kaii's pressure was much greater than Black's pressure, even than the pressure that Goku had used against Black. So Black, despite his new power, felt that the warrior's pressure was able to completely bend him. And I can see how you have thousands of questions, but I've been able to heal every one of your wounds, just as I have helped you possess all that new power. I really appreciate it, since I can see how you possess the divine energy to its maximum splendor. So please help me to become more powerful to be able to end the life of that dam. First of all, I want you to tell me everything that happened. Who are you referring to? I feel like you have a great power. How have you been defeated? Black would begin to tell everything that happened since he was defeated in the past, since he came back to life, and was defeated by Son Goku again, while both warriors continued with their great fight, but this time Daishinkan had decided to use all his power. So Goku was surprised, but instantly, a big smile had drawn on Daishinkan's face. Son Goku, you're an extremely powerful warrior, but it still takes a lot of power for you to be able to defeat me. That's right, Daishinkan instantly was able to cause a small explosion in all of Goku's energy veins, only knocking him out of combat. Son Goku's power will be the key to the fight against the Renegade Super Gods. The power of Goku had increased in an amazing way, which would make Daishinkan too happy because his power would be of great help. However, in Universe 18, Kaii, the most powerful god, would also be granting a rigorous training to Black Goku, so that he would be able to become much more powerful. And this at the level of a priest or even higher, but to Black Goku, to possess the original body of Goku, and to fully engage his level of learning was incredible, since he was even able to increase his power in an extremely fast, which would leave Kaii very surprised. In all my years of existence, I've never met a warrior who's able to increase his power in this way. It's hard to believe. Because Black's power in each training was getting bigger and bigger, it seemed that his power possessed no limits. When I see that useless Son Goku again, I'm sure this time I'll be able to shred him with my powers. But like Black, Goku was getting incredible power. For this part, in Universe 7, the Prince of the Saiyans had also undergone rigorous training, with which he wanted to be able to overcome each of his limits, because he didn't want to stay so far behind the power of his greatest rival. I'm not gonna let that damn worm be able to beat me. I'll be able to overcome all my limits too. The training of the Prince of the Saiyans was of an incredible level, since even Whis would be surprised by the endurance that Vegeta's body was capable of possessing. I can't believe the pain that Lord Vegeta's body is capable of enduring, because not even a god of destruction would be able to endure it. Whis, no matter what situations or conditions you see me in, I don't want you to decrease my pressure. On the contrary, increase it much more. I'm sure I can overcome all my limits as a Saiyan. Mr. Vegeta, I understand, but let me inform you that with the help of my staff, I've been researching and there's a transformation beyond the Ultra Ego. Is there a level beyond the Ultra Ego? Tell me, Whis. What do I have to do? First of all, you need to possess your Saiyan tail, because thanks to your tail, you'll be able to unleash all the power of an Ozaru. Damn. I must head to planet Earth quickly to be able to make a wish for them to rebuild my tail. Don't worry, Mr. Vegeta. I can make your tail grow back from myself. Whis, with the help of his staff, was able to make the tail of the Prince of the Saiyans grow back. However, Vegeta would not notice any changes whatsoever. Don't worry, Mr. Vegeta, because this is when the new training starts. The new training of the Prince of the Saiyan would begin, but this time so that his body and the power dominate his tail of Saiyan again. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the Whole, Goku, to the master all his power, with the last scream, had agreed to a new transformation, thanks to which he was also able to assimilate the power of the 12 universes, but this time, his characteristic long hair in Super Saiyan Phase 3 had disappeared. Since his current state was very similar to the Ultra Instinct, but Daishinkan and Zeno-sama, who were waiting for Goku's awakening, they were amazed when they observed how several began to be drawn all over Goku's body. This is impossible! What kind of body does Mr. Goku possess? I can't believe that I was able to reach such a state when I was the first Saiyan God was able to achieve. That's right, millions of years ago, a powerful warrior with the maximum power of his Ozaru was able to get the same transformation that Goku had been able to access. But, due to all that power, the warrior had exploded into thousands of pieces. Not by controlling all his power, but it was the opposite for Goku, because at that moment, Goku, with a loud scream, would expel all his retained power, making every planet of the 18 universes tremble. My power of my friend Goku possesses is amazing. I'm sure it's much bigger than my current power. I can't believe the power he possesses. Seconds later, a completely different Goku would be observed, which on this occasion, even his appearance was capable of intimidating any warrior. It's been tiring, but I've finally been able to master all this power. I'm ready, Daishinkan-sama, for the promotion to Omnipotent Angel. Daishinkan would be surprised by all the power that Goku was unleashing, despite only being in his base state. Goku, you're amazing! I can't believe the power you possess now. I think only in my combat form would I be able to defeat you. Oh, Zeno-sama, you have a form of combat? I didn't know that. That's right, dude, but I don't usually use it. I only used it once, and I'm not able to control my catastrophic power. I'd like to be able to fight you with your Zeno-sama, please. I want to know if the power I have achieved is at the level of a king at all, or if I still lack something. I knew you'd say something like that, friend. That's okay. I have the confidence that you'll be able to withstand every one of my blows. My lord, that's a terrible idea. Even though Goku got all that power, I doubt he'll be able to withstand every one of those blows. Don't worry, Shy Daishinkan. I want you to observe what my power is really capable of doing. Daishinkan would move away, so he'd release a powerful divine artifact so that the battle would not be perceived by any universe, and there'd be no destruction on other planets. Zeno-sama at the moment would begin to access his combat state. The distortions of his power would leave Goku surprised, because the power he was able to emanate, Goku was not able to understand it. To Goku-sama finished this transformation, without warning, he had launched himself against Goku, who was able to see a brief flash being sent to fly, falling over a few mountains. Apparently, even though you've got all that great power, you still don't compare to my combat status. When Goku stood up, too much blood would come out of his whole body, which had left him surprised. But with a big smile, he had thrown himself against Zeno-sama, starting to exchange blows with the king of everything. Something that was amazing because no warrior had ever seen that before, had been able to compare with the power of a king of everything. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Prince Vegeta had been able to master his Ozaru state again, completely dominating. Whis, been able to master my Ozaru state in its entirety. What's to be done now? Right now, I want you to return to your base state and transform into an Ozaru. Vegeta would obey the instructions of his master, so at the moment in the same way, he would create a small artificial moon in one of his hands, with which he was able to access the state of Azaru.
Now I'm transformed. What do I do? My powers are much smaller than when I was accessing the Ultra Ego.
You Saiyans are so impatient. Have the required control and follow my instructions. Now I want you to access the Ultra Ego.
Hey, Whis,
It's impossible.
in my Crozaro state accessing the Ultra Ego, it's impossible for me.
Would you let Mr. Goku be able to surpass the Prince of the Saiyans? Vegeta, with his great determination, would begin to turn all his fur a purple color. That's right, while his power was perceived by the 18 universes.
And an equally gigantic new power has been present. Damn it! How in this era are there so many gods of such power?
I could recognize that power anywhere. It's Vegeta's stupid one. And although his power has grown in an incredible way, it doesn't compare to my authentic power. Prince Vegeta was able to access his Ultra Ego state. While he was in his Ozaru state, he was going to turn to Whis to grant him the following information about his training. But Vegeta's entire body would begin to carry double or even triple the energy, which Vegeta would notice, so Vegeta's entire body would begin to shrink. Vegeta would try to reverse it, but he would be taken out of his thoughts by Whis' words. It's time, Mr. Vegeta. Your own body has been able to access a new level, so you need to new state to master all the power. Vegeta would begin to expel much more power while his body returned to normal. A small light would be formed through the Universe 7, so at the moment the Prince of the Saiyans would be observed in the powerful Ultra Ego Phase 4.
Wow, this is amazing. I never thought I'd be able to reach this level, but Whis, I feel like the energy drain's immense. Even though I'm just talking to you, the drain is huge.
It's what happens with every transformation that possesses the power beyond a god. But don't worry, with the training, we'll be able to eliminate that weak point. Vegeta would start with one of his final trainings together with Whis, because Vegeta's power this time was able to face 100% of the Angel Whis. So soon he would train on his own so that he's able to get good results. Returning to the Kingdom of the Whole, the battle between both warriors was incredible, because neither of them wanted to give up. And although it seems incredible, Goku was able to measure himself in a couple battle next to the King of the Whole. However, Goku recently ascended to that state. The energy drain would play against him. So Zeno-sama was able to take advantage of this opening, managing to knock him out of combat with a single blow. That was fun! It's better to have a battle yourself instead of just watching it. After a while, in a large pentagram, it was possible to observe Goku, who was being prepared to be officially named as the Omnipotent Angel Saiyan.
With the authority of the King of the Whole, and with the power of that Saiyan possesses, I, the priest of this multiverse, grant Sonngoku the power of an omnipotent angel, by being able to his body master the power beyond a prodigy angel.
Hundreds of threads of energy began to surround Son Goku's entire body. Just as powerful barrier began to be placed all over his body, or was the impression of what he gave, Daishinkan, along with Zeno-sama, likewise observed everything with amazement, being the first omnipotent angel of his multiverse.
I'm proud of my disciple. The position I was never able to hold will be able to achieve it, Goku, and I'm sure he'll surpass any omnipotent angel.
After a few minutes, a great light could be seen to Goku with a new outfit, which looked like the outfit of an angel, but with several golden marks so that his load differs. It's a pleasure to see what you've become, my friend, the new Saiyan Omnipotent Angel.
With the power he possesses, it doesn't matter if the Renegade Gods have returned, or even the Beast of the 18 Universes. Your power as an omnipotent angel is incredible.
But Goku would put on a very serious look. No! Apparently a gigantic power is still constantly growing in Universe 18, Daishinkan. Please, gather all the gods and angels before this becomes more dangerous. We have to take hands on the matter. Daishinkan, with great mental power, would be able to communicate with the gods and angels. So each god, along with his angel, had headed to all the realm of the great speed, so after a few minutes, each god and angel would reach the all realm. I hope that each of you are ready. Today we'll end the evil that surrounds each of the universes, including the 6 universes that have returned. But in the same way, a powerful warrior would begin to approach Goku. That's right, he was his friend and greatest rival, in his new transformation, which also released an incredible power.
Lord Vegeta's power is also increased in an incredible way. So much so that I wouldn't be sure if I'd be able to defeat him in a fair fight. So long, Kakarot. Apparently you've managed to become the Saiyan Omnipotent Angel, but even though you have that position, my power is not so far from yours.
I realize that, Vegeta. When all this is over, we'll have to fight to know which one of the two of us is more powerful. All the gods along with the angels began to head towards the center of the 18 universes, but when they were halfway there, a powerful explosion was present, while two powerful warriors would prostrate themselves in front of them.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.